and welcome to Japan. Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are embarking on a journey to a place that I feel is a beautiful blend of ancient tradition and futuristic innovation, Japan. I have always been fascinated by Japanese culture, from its incredible fashion to its mind-blowing food, and over the years I've collected a list of things that just make me say, wow, that is so uniquely Japan. So, I thought it would be fun to dive into some of the weirdest, most wonderful, and frankly, most surprising facts about this amazing country. Japan is a country that constantly keeps you on your toes. One minute you're in a serene 1,000-year-old temple, and the next you're face-to-face with a giant robot. It's a place where the unexpected is, well, expected. So today we're going to be counting down some of the most bizarre and intriguing things you'll find there. We're talking everything from futuristic sleeping arrangements to fruit that looks like it came out of a video game. I feel like we're about to uncover some real gems. So, grab your pocky, settle in, and get ready for a whirlwind tour of the things that make Japan one of the most fascinating places on Earth. I've put on my most comfortable travel outfit, I've got my research notes, and I'm ready to explore. Let's do this. Alright. First up on our list is something that perfectly encapsulates Japan's approach to urban living capsule hotels. Now, if you've ever felt like hotel rooms have just a little too much space, then this is for you. Imagine instead of a room, you get a pod. A futuristic, stacked, human-sized drawer, basically. These are compact fiberglass or plastic blocks, roughly the size of a single bed, designed for individual travelers who just need a place to crash for the night. It feels very The Fifth Element or Blade Runner, and I am so here for it. They're a testament to Japan's incredible efficiency and genius for space-saving solutions in its incredibly crowded cities. You check in, you get a locker for your belongings, and then you crawl into your own personal cocoon. Inside, you'll usually find a light, an alarm clock, maybe a small TV, and some power outlets. It's everything you need, and absolutely nothing you don't. While they started as a convenient, cheap option for businessmen who missed the last train home, they've now become a bucket list experience for tourists. It's this uniquely Japanese innovation that turns the simple act of sleeping into a memorable, almost sci-fi adventure. I'm not sure how my 6-foot-tall self would fare, but I'd be willing to try for the story. Next, let's talk about something you'll find on literally almost every street corner in Japan: vending machines. And I'm not just talking about your standard soda and chips situation. Oh no. Japan has taken the concept of automated retail and elevated it to a whole new level of artistry and convenience. There are over 5 million vending machines across the country, which is roughly 1 for every 23 people. That is an astonishing density of automated convenience, and I am both impressed and slightly intimidated. It's a cultural phenomenon. You can buy almost anything your heart desires from these glowing beacons of commerce. Need a hot can of coffee or a comforting bowl of ramen on a cold day? There's a vending machine for that. Forgot your umbrella and it started raining? Vending machine. Need fresh eggs, a bouquet of flowers, a new t-shirt, or even sacred amulets from a shrine? You guessed it, there's a vending machine for all of that and more. It's like the entire country is one giant open-air convenience store, and it speaks volumes about the Japanese values of safety, efficiency, and, let's be honest, a deep love for automation. Moving on, let's delve into the intricate world of Japanese etiquette. This is something that I find so fascinating because it's deeply woven into the fabric of daily life. For example, the bow. It's so much more than a simple greeting. It's a complex language of respect. The depth of the bow, the duration, it all communicates different levels of formality and sincerity, from a casual nod to a deep reverent bow. It's a beautiful, non-verbal dance of social grace. And then there's the rule of removing your shoes. You take them off when entering a home, a traditional restaurant, a temple, and even some schools and offices. You're usually provided with guest slippers, and there are even separate toilet slippers to be used only in the bathroom. It's a system. Another key rule is the culture of quiet on public transportation. On trains and subways in Japan, silence is golden. People avoid loud conversations, and talking on the phone is a major no-go. It creates this incredibly peaceful and orderly atmosphere, even in the most crowded rush-hour train car. It's a stark contrast to the hustle and bustle you might find elsewhere. There are so many of these subtle rules, from how you handle money, placing it in a tray instead of handing it directly, to the fact that tipping is generally not practiced and can even be seen as rude. It's a whole social choreography that is just captivating to learn about. Okay, if you thought vending machines were wild, let's talk about themed cafes. Japan doesn't just do coffee, it creates entire immersive worlds for you to sip your latte in. The most famous example, of course, is the Cat Cafe, where you can hang out with a dozen fluffy felines while you enjoy your drink. But that is truly just the tip of the iceberg. There are cafes dedicated to owls, hedgehogs, Shiba Inus, and even miniature pigs. It's an animal lover's paradise, designed for people who may not be able to have pets in their small city apartments. It's a business model born out of a very specific cultural context, which I think is brilliant. But it doesn't stop with animals. The creativity is boundless. You can visit a vampire cafe, complete with coffin-shaped tables and blood-red cocktails. Or how about a maid cafe, where waitresses in elaborate costumes treat you as the master of their home? There are ninja cafes, anime-themed pop-ups, and the world-famous robot restaurant in Tokyo, which is less of a restaurant and more of a psychedelic fever dream with giant robots, dancers, and lasers. Each cafe is not just a place to eat or drink, it's a full-blown, ticketed experience. It's a commitment to a theme that I, as a person who loves a good theme, deeply, deeply respect. Our next fact is something that looks like it was pulled straight out of Minecraft, the square watermelon. Yes, you heard that right. In Japan, you can find watermelons that are grown into the shape of a perfect cube. Now, my first question when I heard this was, naturally, why? And the answer is a perfect blend of practicality and novelty. The original idea was actually quite ingenious. Farmers started growing them in square, tempered glass boxes to make them easier to stack and store in refrigerators, which are typically smaller in Japanese homes. It's a simple solution to a real-world problem. However, over time, these cubic creations have transformed from a practical item into a luxury novelty gift. They are incredibly expensive, often costing over $100 and sometimes much more. And here's the twist. Most of them aren't even meant to be eaten. They are often harvested before they're fully ripe to ensure they maintain their perfect shape, making them more of an ornamental object than a tasty snack. People buy them as decorative centerpieces or as high-end gifts. It's such a Japanese concept, taking something ordinary, perfecting its form through meticulous effort, and turning it into a status symbol of innovation and luxury. Now everyone knows that Japan is the birthplace of karaoke. It's a national pastime, a way to unwind with friends and colleagues. But what if you love to sing, but you're a little shy? Or maybe you live in an apartment with thin walls and don't want to disturb your neighbors with your rendition of I Will Always Love You at 2 a.m. Well, Japan has a solution for that, and it is called Hitori karaoke, or solo karaoke. And its even more niche cousin, silent karaoke. Solo karaoke boxes, or one kara, are super popular, offering tiny private rooms for one person to sing their heart out in blissful solitude. But silent karaoke takes it a step further. It involves a special microphone that you hold over your mouth, which is attached to a cone-shaped soundproof urethane cup. You sing into the device and it muffles your voice, reducing the sound by about 70%. You hear your own powerful vocals through a set of connected headphones, but to the outside world you're just kind of mumbling passionately into a plastic cup. It allows you to practice your singing anytime, anywhere without bothering anyone. It's quirky, it's innovative, and it's a wonderfully Japanese solution for personal enjoyment in a crowded society. For our final fact, we're heading to the heart of Tokyo to witness a spectacle of urban life, the Shibuya Scramble Crossing. This isn't just any intersection. It is famously known as the busiest pedestrian crossing in the world. When the traffic lights turn red, they turn red in all directions at once. Traffic stops completely, and pedestrians surge into the intersection from 5 different crosswalks, like a human tide. It's estimated that as many as 2,500 to 3,000 people cross at the same time during peak hours. It sounds like absolute pandemonium, a recipe for disaster. But here's the truly amazing part. It's not. It's a masterful display of what I can only describe as organized chaos. Everyone moves together, weaving past each other without bumping or shoving. There's an unspoken rhythm to it, a collective understanding that keeps the massive crowd flowing smoothly. It's mesmerizing to watch from above, especially from the windows of the nearby Starbucks. It's a powerful symbol of modern Tokyo, a massive, dense population moving in perfect, unspoken harmony. It's a beautiful, everyday ballet that perfectly captures the energy and efficiency of this incredible city. And there you have it. 7 of the wildest, most wonderful, and uniquely Japanese facts I could find. From sleeping in a pod and buying hot soup from a machine to singing into a silent microphone, Japan is truly a country that marches to the beat of its own very interesting drum. Every corner you turn, there seems to be something new and surprising to discover. And I feel like we've only just scratched the surface today. I am constantly amazed by the creativity and culture. So now I have to ask you guys, which of these facts surprised you the most? Was it the idea of a square ornamental watermelon? Or maybe the silent karaoke? Let me know down in the comments below. And more importantly, if you've ever wanted to visit Japan, what would be the first thing on your to-do list? Would you brave the Shibuya Scramble, relax with some cats in a cafe, or try to fit into a capsule hotel? I would love to hear all about your dream Japan itinerary. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and exploring this incredible place. If you had fun, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, friends, stay curious. Bye.